Hello, fellow Newtopians, or enlightened people, or whatever you want to call yourself. My name's John, and I want to talk to you today about an issue that we're all having. And that issue is concerning a knowledge gap between the enlightened people who understand that there is an evolution of metaphysicalness concerning a transcendence from our current third dimension duality to a higher position of oneness and equality in the fourth and fifth dimension and probably beyond. Okay, the knowledge gap I'm referring to is that there's probably only 1% of the world population who even realizes that there is an upcoming metaphysical shift that's probably happening and occurring right now. That's piss poor, people, okay? And I'm proposing a fix or a solution to that problem. And you need to realize that the knowledge gap is probably created and caused by an intellectual gap of people who are intuitive, are in the know. And the only way you can be intuitive is probably to have a high IQ. But the general population of this country only has an IQ of about 95. Okay? Whereas the enlightened people, I'm sure, all possess an IQ of about 120 or greater. Okay, so my point being is, we need to bridge the gap. And that gap can only be bridged by taking baby steps. And the baby step that I am going to expound on is the technology concerning orgone. And specifically the Joe cell, or the moe-joe, or whatever. And the fact that it is a tangible, physical, three-dimensional construction that I can visualize as a doorway to the fourth dimension. Alright. That's a huge step, people. Come on. I know to you one-percenters that it sounds basic and one-dimensional, or not one-dimensional, but sophomoric. But, you know, for 95% of the population who doesn't realize what's about to happen here in about 4 years, give or take, we need to do something. Something needs to be done, and this orgone technology is the practical application of fourth dimension that's going to encompass people. Average Joe Blow. You know, it's going to be the lifeboat that everybody gets on in order to transcend, so to speak. Alright? Gosh, even in the movie The Matrix, when Neo is uploaded with Kung Fu, the theory of Kung Fu is programmed into his brain, and Morpheus says, "Well, show me, motherfucker." So they go to the dojo and they practice, and Neo starts to realize what's going on. Okay, then the next program is Neo trying to cross the cavern or the chasm, and he fails. Okay, and he's the one. Okay, the one falls to the ground, doesn't make it. Alright? So, consider general population as Neo. Alright? he needs to be shown. They all need to have their hand held in order for enlightenment and realization to happen and to occur. They need to be shown basic kung fu. And that correlates to the Joe cell or the moe-joe or what have you, whatever. So, you can be articulate all you want. You can have pretty words that espouse the awesomeness of transcension. But if you're not connecting to the general population, it's all for nothing. And you need to figure out a way to bridge the gap of knowledge. And the way to do that is through practical exercise and laboratory. Make it like a school. And utilize something like a orgone accumulator or some other aspect of transcendency. For instance, I know that after we evolve to the fourth dimension, there's going to be a new economy. And I haven't seen anything on the internet in respect to an evolved economy. How are we going to survive? How are we going to make a living? How is that going to happen? I know there's someone out there who knows how to put it together. Time is of the essence. Time is crucial. We have very little of it left. Let's not leave everybody hanging, okay? Let us bring everyone on board as much as possible. Okay, you 1%ers, you have a mission. And it involves more than just your ministry where you are on your pulpit and espousing to your congregation, which right now is very small compared to what it could be if you can find a way to bring everyone in. You know, you need to be fishermen of spirits at this point, because if you don't do something to bridge the gap of knowledge, then it's going to be a lonely fourth dimension. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I'll catch you later. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you think.